How did my husband's romantic anniversary surprise end with his mother in handcuffs and his ex crying in my driveway? I thought I was walking into a second honeymoon, but instead, I walked into the funeral of my marriage. Ryan and I had been married for 6 years. At first, he was charming, funny, and remembered every little thing about me, but over the last year, he changed. He took calls in the garage, came to bed late, and always said, "Work is stressful." Then 1 week before our anniversary, he suddenly became sweet again. Flowers, coffee, and texts saying, "I miss you." So when he said his mother planned a surprise anniversary dinner, I ignored the bad feeling in my stomach. His mother, Patricia, had hated me since the day he proposed. She called me temporary and told me women like me didn't last in families like theirs. Ryan always said she was just protective. No, she was possessive. On our anniversary night, I opened my jewelry box to wear the diamond necklace Ryan gave me, but it was gone. I searched everywhere. Nothing. Ryan said, "Maybe you misplaced it. Don't stress. We're late." He looked calm. Too calm. When we arrived at Patricia's house, it was decorated with candles, balloons, and a cake with our names on it. Then, I walked into the dining room and saw Ryan's ex, Vanessa, sitting at the table in a red dress, wearing my missing necklace. Patricia kissed Ryan and said, "Now, we can finally have an honest conversation." I asked Vanessa, "Why are you wearing my necklace?" She smiled and said, "Ryan said you didn't want it anymore." Then, Patricia raised her glass and said, "To second chances." Ryan finally looked at me and said, "I think we need time apart." In front of everyone. On our anniversary. Vanessa touched his hand, and I realized this wasn't dinner. It was an ambush. Patricia said, "Vanessa understands our family. You can make this easy or embarrass yourself." I stood up and said, "You stole my necklace to dress up my replacement." Patricia laughed and said, "Don't be dramatic. It's family jewelry." Ryan muttered, "Please don't do this here." That broke whatever love I had left, because he didn't defend me. He defended the scene. So I opened my purse and placed 2 papers on the table. The first was the receipt for the necklace. My name, my address, my ownership. The second was a police report, because that morning I had already reported the necklace stolen. Then the doorbell rang. 2 officers walked in. I pointed at Vanessa's neck and said, "That's mine." Vanessa started crying and said, "Patricia gave it to me. She said it was Ryan's grandmother's." Everyone turned to Patricia. One officer asked, "Did you take it from her home?" Patricia looked at Ryan, waiting for him to save her, but he just stared at the floor. As the officers led her outside, Vanessa handed me back the necklace. Ryan followed me to the driveway, begging. He said, "Please, I didn't know she took it." I looked at him and said, "No, you just knew she hated me, and you let her." The next morning, I filed for divorce, and when Ryan asked to talk, I sent one message. "Your mother stole my necklace. Your ex wore it, but you lost me.